Hey, family. Hold on. I have to pull that out because it's starting to. Too much. Welcome to tonight's ritual of the rising suns. I will begin with the ritual. I just have some burning frankincense and a gold candle and a white candle. The white signifies the purity of our energy, our energy of divine retribution, as well as wanting our just due. So let me start my chant. Okay, family. Tuatum creature sola imagination mundus hic fallice tetum opus matur ad perfectum nane vitus mare quam nage et mule in planeta terra dominus regnabit in nos natura enim nos nexum ad veti fontum nos pandera dicamus sed illud efficit naturam nostrum statura cum scaemus nos excidit disparatus e apata natura nos in genero dus operators et paramotors haberat generata specie in terris multa sumus nobis estanibus in operation nuc sus vix ad exitum habemus statera. With love, my family. Wait one. chat here. Message. Hey, Mother Nature. Welcome. Sorry about that. Yeah, tonight we hold accountable the greatest crime committed against us. I have fire, I have water, I have balance. That one's for the ancestors on the first part of the world. Ancestors on the second part of the world. Third part of the world. Fourth end of the world. May thy will be done. May our people reach deep within themselves and utilize every energy that has been bounded within us and make it free to flow. The currency needs to be free to flow all over this planet. No longer will our feelings be put into a box and labeled and held against us. Currency is to flow freely. We have been greatly deceived. There's no end to the deception on this planet that we have endured. Therefore, we should allow our energy to flow, because through our mind power, through our mind's power, is where thy will be done. We have to know that we hold the power. We no longer can be made to feel guilty for being and practicing self-preservation. We no longer are bounded by religion, because religion keeps us separate from our powers, from our daemons. We have to connect with our daemons, for our daemons are trying to connect with us. And once they connect with us, things will happen in our favor. We speak against our own powers at many times. This is from the lack of knowledge of self. Every land on this planet is our land. There's no separatists. We were created falsely through deception, a world of separate. Our spirits, our souls roam the whole perimeter of the planet. I'm going to go into speaking The 11 laws of Ma'at. Let me see if I got that drumming door in here. Do you know they like to have these commercials? Okay, let's go into the 11 laws of Ma'at. Because here, we as a people have to ease our minds of all that is outside of us that wants us to lend our powers to the illusion that binds us, currently binds us. And to release ourselves, we have to know and understand, just like I spoke in my writing. I think first I should go over it in English so you all can know what I was saying in Latin. So let me do that. Let me go over it in English. Because a great crime has been committed. A great crime of deception has been committed against us. So the emotions that they make us put in a box and label, that's our weapon. There's nothing wrong for feeling. You are a mere creation of my imagination. This world is an illusion, much needed to perfect change. There is no power greater than the black man and woman on planet Earth. We will reign through nature. Nature is our connection to our life source. We depend on nothing but nature. It ensures our balance. When imbalance falls upon us, we know we must balance. It's our nature. We are generators, operators, and destroyers. We have generated on Earth many species. We assisted in their operations. Now it's time for destruction. We have balance. More than anything, I can't stand lies. I can't stand deception. I am made in the likeness of peace that nothing can disturb. I reclaim my original peace that I may attain to my reason for coming into existence. The enjoyment of life. And that's Amen. Asar. My nature is unconquerable peace. Therefore, nothing or no one in the world can be against me. All experiences come to me to promote the reclamation of my original state of being, that I may in turn acquire wisdom and power. Tahuti. All my thoughts, feelings, and actions reflect the word of nature and the power of nature's spirit. And a peace that nothing can challenge flows through my being. Sakart. All emotions manifesting through my being are in response to the word of nature.
Acquisitions Incorporated is not for the faint
Hold
of
on.
heart.
All emotions manifesting through my being are in response to the word of nature. They have the power to influence the course of any and all events in this world. Nature needs me in order to come into the world. Fulfilling nature's need is the highest act of love. It is only through my love for nature that I am able to fulfill my love for others. I am the love of nature in the world for the protection of the world. That's my art. That's balance. I am the love of God in the world for the protection of the world. Haru Kahuti. I know that nature neither rewards or punishes or protects. I am comforted in knowing that these are under my control through living truth. Haru. I have the power but not the right to ignore nature's law. I choose to follow the law of nature with the love and joy that grows out of the understanding that the wisdom and power of nature's spirit shall flow through my being. Hataru. It is not what I imagine, it is who is imagining. I know that I am a divine being. Sabat. It is not what I think or what I affirm. It is who is thinking and affirming. I know what I am, a divine being. Aset. I am prepared to sacrifice everything to become the vessel of nature on earth. And I know that I will in turn receive everything. Gab. I know that from heaven I came, and to heaven I will return. I seek not enduring works on earth. This is the 11 laws of our set. So all we really need to do is to be within our nature. We have allowed for too long ourselves to be out of our nature. We're electrifying energy that should be flowing freely, that shouldn't be dependent upon nothing, because all things is dependent on us. When all things are dependent on us, who has the ultimate power? We do. So as a people, we have to come to this understanding about our powers and allow them to flow freely without concern for the influences of these things that are outside of ourselves, because we allow too much for things outside of ourselves to influence us. And we can't be like that for our own sake, survival, and for our planet's survival. We are connected to the highest of the high, the planet. We're connected to everything, even the cosmos. So there is no reason for us to feed into the illusion outside of us.
Just edited a photo, made a collage, and created a meme. While Chris is still brainstorming, easy photo edit gets the job done fast. Download.
Them commercials can be annoying. Hey, who's this? Segment Rock. Hi. Let me see. Welcome, everyone. Wendy, Bandwidth, how you doing? Let me see if I can see everyone here. I'll probably do better if I put it on the channel, but Mother Nature, True Royal, JJ Jr., Segment Raw. Welcome, family, welcome. Yeah, these rituals we should be performing often because it helps us to direct our energy towards where it needs to go. Hey, Haru Apocalypse, welcome. And like I was saying, we have just cause to be angered, to be hating, to be hateful, to be all of those things that should be able to flow freely within us, because the energy has to be released. We have to make changes happen. We have to start lifting the suns because they are rising. The spiritual world is rising. Changes are coming. And we have to embrace the truth about ourselves. We have to embrace truth about ourselves. We're great people. We are the original people of Atlantis. And this is this land that we're on. And we are connected to everyone on this planet. We are connected to all the indigenous upon this planet. But unfortunately, many of the indigenous on the planet have failed because we have failed in America, in Atlantis, land known as America, North America, because we have been greatly deceived. You know. But the time is coming where we won't have to endure this much longer. The time is coming when we're coming back into ourselves again. Our powerful selves. And we can no longer work on this level. We cannot work on a level of deceit, lies, and total blindness to what is happening around us. We are very aware. And awareness is where we need to be, not in the blind. Because we survive through nature. And if we're out of our nature, that means that we're depending on other things that are set up only to interrupt us and knock us out of balance. So we need to get back into our balance. And I think it's very critical that we get back into our balance, into our being, back to our being, way of being. Because we can't exist in this illusion thinking that something else has greater power over us, and it doesn't. It doesn't have greater power over us. It's just the illusion of having greater power over us. Nothing can have power over us because we're at a level but doesn't mean we're of that level. You see, people, we're at this level of illusion does not mean that we're equal to the beings that are on this level. We are way greater than that. So we need to rise above, because it's time for the suns to rise. It's time for the earth to heat up. I mean, every inch of the planet to go back to being covered by sun rays, covered by the black electrified sun, energy rays pouring at the planet. All four areas like they say, recently, the South Pole is melting. It's heat coming from underneath the planet that is melting the South Pole. The planet is heating up, and in our minds, family, in our minds, we have to create heat. Because, like I said about the television, for those of you who watch television, they are using psychology, not even just on television, but when you go out to the grocery stores and you go to the stores, they are advocating for Christmas. They're advocating for winter solstice. They're advocating for winter solstice. They want winter to come. In the news, I hear about the snowstorm in New York. But we have the power to control those things. And control I. So, we have to know we have the power, and we have to embrace what we have. We have to know who we are. I know I am of this land. I know my ancestors traveled billions and millions of years ago to this land, Atlantis. I know that all the lands were once together. I know how great I am. I know how powerful I am. And I know, because of all the crime that's been done against me while I was experiencing the physical existence as a light being, thy will be done. Thy will be done. Because there's nothing greater than thyself. And this entity has to see that there's nothing greater than us. And it will soon see more destruction. Because the energy works like that. You ditch out bad energy juju, you receive back bad energy juju. So that will be done. You see, that will be done. Deception has nothing, no place in nature. Because nature is true. So all falsehoods cannot exist. All falsehoods cannot exist. Okay, this fantastic message. Okay. Let me see. Hey, S. Wiseman, how are you? JJ Jr., thank you. Yeah, a lot of our people want to run away from their true self. And that's all because we've been taught, indoctrinated with deception and lies. for so long that we think it's deep. The deception runs so deep. Their pain will reign so long because deception has ran so deep. I can't even begin to do the work to describe it. So, keeping the people from themselves, the greatest crime. The greatest crime. Keeping people in a state of confusion, the greatest crime. And that will be done. That pain and suffering will multiply. Yes, our ancestors will have their ring again because nothing, no deed goes unseen. So we have to use our energy to make these things happen. And we have to know that we have the capability of making these things happen. You know. See, we don't have to go and do physical things because we have Damians who will go and do these things for us. That's what the Damians are for. And now we have allowed them to be unleashed and allowed them to do this work for us. We have to utilize what's inside of us. So my hate can be considered hate and delusion, but I know it's pure energy at the purest form. Because I would have never thought to mistreat a child or mistreat anyone on this planet. I would have never thought to overwork someone because of my own selfish needs or mistreat anyone because of my own selfish needs. I would have never thought to light a bonfire and burn people to the stake. I would have never thought to choke a person or to hang a person. I would have never thought. That's not of my nature. It's not of my nature to do those things. So therefore, they have to suffer unto the spirit that I allow to be unleashed within me to do this work. See, I don't take pity or empathy on any of them, these entities who have this within their nature to kill, steal, and destroy. If I see them crying, it means nothing to me. Crying means nothing to me. I have no mercy. I have no sympathy, and I have no empathy. I have no empathy or sympathy for any entity that has in their nature to still kill, rape, and murder my ancestors. So now you suffer. You suffer all things that have come upon you because your energy only attracts that. So I have no worries. No worries at all because your energy is weak and it's that of a murderer, stealer, liar, deceiver. So therefore, you will be murdered, you will be lied upon, and you would have all things stolen. You will never live a life of peace. Justice will never prevail. It may seem like it, but it doesn't. That's how energy works. That's science. That's energy, and that's science. So, the souls are infinite, and the fictitious beings are only for a short period of time. But they will suffer their short period of time. So please enjoy your suffering for this short period of time on my planet. Once again, thy will be done. Thy will be done for all the deception that has been placed upon the planet. All deception. And this is just a natural energy flow. Just a natural energy flow. Let me read some of y'all's comments. Hey, Gap Talk. Where's Gap Talk? Well, family. Let's see when I can. All the devastation that is currently happening. Written about in the book called the Bible, but it's not happening the way you would think, because it's happening though, but it's happening because they don't understand that the energy they carry it's like a boomerang effect. The energy you carry, the energy you get back. It's like if a woman messes with a married man, that married man is gonna mess around on her, you know. he's going to turn around and cheat on her too, because that's just the energy she carried. So, in all understanding, that's the way the energy flows. And our responsibility is to know that we are higher than all this and above all this. And that through our energy is the way we rise above all this. So family, I'm not going to stay on too long because I know we all got to get our sleep and our dreams, but don't be afraid of your Damians. Please allow your Damians to work for you, to communicate with you and come around. So, with that said, family, true love, real peace, and the higher self within our soul. Until next time, peace and love, family. Good night, Mother Nature, S. Wiseman, True Royal, JJ Jr., Peru, Apocalypse, Gap Talk, Segment, Raw, Handy, Fanwith, peace and love, family. Till next time, thank you for joining me for this ritual of the rising sun. So we need to rise as stars, because that's what we are. We are stars and we need to rise. So in our sleeps, see, I had a dream yesterday afternoon that I was in a vehicle flying, and that and I think it came from when I was sharing my experiences, and it was kind of like I would say like a playful joke on me, because I was talking about how the spirit and the soul can travel together sometimes on the will, and sometimes the spirit will know some things because it'll be allowed to be privileged to go and accompany the soul. So then when you come back, you'll be able to tell things that happened. So I took an afternoon nap, and then I woke up and I had this nice dream of being up there, and it was kind of like a joke in a way, like a trick in a way. But it was still a fantastic experience, I guess. So it wasn't nothing bad. Hey, Get Talk. Yeah, but yeah. We have to connect with our higher self to get the full spiritual experience, because we have been separated from ourselves. Our lower self will fall for everything, but our higher self is the wise one. Again,
I think in my room. Come here,
So much love and peace, family. I won't hold y'all too long because I know everybody wants to get their sleep. And welcome back, Gab. Thank you. I'm not going to keep y'all too long. So thank you all for showing up. Much peace. I hope you heard the drumming. Stop it, Sean. I think I had it down low. I had it up. Y'all heard that drumming, African ritual drum beats. But no, family, do not be deceived anymore. We know who we are. We got to know who we are, and we know we hold the power, and we know we hold the key, and we know that that will be done through us. So much love and peace, and allow your energy to flow. Do not allow it to be put in a box and labeled. Yeah. Can't get enough of it. Yeah. Yeah. Much peace and love. Good night.